I saw a tweet talking almost the degree of the issue, and the numbers were so gigantic, I thought it couldn't be genuine, that there was so much sewage being dumped, he says presently. I thought, it's social media, somebody must be exaggerating. So I thought I'd see into it, since on the off chance that it was genuine it'd be a scandal. His investigate counted with the tweet. Crude sewage was being pumped into England's waterways and onto shorelines at a genuinely surprising rate. So-called storm overflows, outlined to flush excessively full channels into streams, oceans, and indeed over shorelines, are assumed to be utilized in uncommon circumstances, as the title recommends. But in 2021, the year Richardson saw the information, they ejected their substance over the nation for an add up to of 2.7 million hours, proportionate to over 300 a long time. Over the past few a long time, individuals of the British Open have seen shorelines closed for swimming on crest summer occasion ends of the week, dead angle coasting in active streams, and found themselves surfing effluent engorged waves. First it was the smell, says Giles Bristow, who once found himself within the center of a sewage smooth when surfing in Staunton, Devon. Then we saw canned paper and sterile items within the water. That was a genuine minute of, oh God. Over the past few a long time, the UK's poopy beaches issue has been starting expanding outrage from citizens around the nation. The cancellation of a yearly swimming race in the Thames, right sometime recently, the current bank occasion end of the week, has moreover caused concern. The race, which has been held since the 1890s, was due to be held in July, but was called off since of fears of sewage within the water. 2022's admirable bank occasion, a end of the week when Brits run to the shoreline, saw the closure of a shoreline in Brighton and Hove, a prevalent oceanside elude for Londoners. Brighton and Hove appear to be deluged over and over again. Hugo Tagholm, the ex-CEO of Campaign Gather Surfers Against Sewage, who has presently been supplanted by Bristow, told CNN at the time. This end of the week is another bank occasion, but whereas Brighton and Hove shorelines are secure to swim at, numerous others around the UK are not. Concurring to Surfers Against Sewage's live tracker, 12 out of 14 storm floods on the Isle of Wight, a prevalent withdrawal off the southern coast, are as of now transmitting sewage. There's a slew of as of now working floods in well-known getaway spot Devon, as well, from one's close towns like Salcombe and Dawlish, to one on Sandy Inlet, a shoreline that has within the past won blue hail status for its perfect waters. In spite of broad open objection, the circumstance has been declining. Charts on Richardson's site, the suitably named Top of the Poops, which centers on Britain, showed a slight descending drift from 2020 to 2022, sometime recently rising strongly in 2023. Sewage spills expanded by 54% final year, agreeing to data discharged in March by the Environment Organization, a UK government-founded open body set up to protect and improve the environment. Back in 2021, Richardson, a computer program engineer, was so alarmed by what he saw that he propelled his site to share the information in an available way, right down to the title, reverberating a TV program from everyone's childhood, Top of the Pops. Anybody needing to see the spills in their region can look the information by water company, shoreline, stream, shellfish cultivation zone, and, in awful news for lawmakers, voting public. People can see what's happening in their neighborhood range, and it truly appears what an appalling issue we have, says Richardson. The numbers are as well difficult to keep in your intellect, and it's not getting any way better. After outrage in 2022, which included the UK's chief restorative officer naming it a growing open well-being problem, and the Environment Office chair calling for CEOs of the insulting water companies to be imprisoned, things have compounded. The annual Event Term Monitoring (EDM) of storm floods in Britain, discharged in WALK, said sewage spills had increased in 2023 by 54%. The normal number of annually spills per flood had expanded from 23 in 2022 to 33, comparable to more than 1 per fortnight. The whole spills went from 301,091 to 464,056. More awful still, sewage spilled into UK waters for twofold the sum of time in 2023 that it did in 2022. A whopping 3.6 million hours, or the identical of over 400 years. There were less well-behaved floods as well. Those that spilled less than 10 times in a year were down from 48% in 2022 to 40% in 2023, and those that didn't spill at all went from 18% to 13.9%. Those floods for exceptional circumstances have ended up all too common. The concise decision from the Environment Office, simply not great enough.